Hi, warm welcome to all. One of the most significant transit of the year is Rahu entering Dhanishta Nakshatra on 2nd of August till 10th of April 2027. Rahu will be in Aquarius from 2nd of August till 6th of December this year, and then Rahu moves into Capricorn. Rahu is living Shatabhisha Nakshatra, its own nakshatra, where it could express its agenda more independently. And now in Dhanista, Rahu comes under the management and the working style of Mars. This means Rahu's desire for influence, fame, wealth, networking, and collective power now needs Martian action and behavior to produce results. Rahu and Mars are not that naturally comfortable to each other, so working together won't be an easy task for them. Rahu is the amplifier, and Mars is the trigger. Rahu creates hunger, obsession, and the desire to cross the limits. Here, Mars can enhance the courage of Rahu for sure, giving more speed and action. See, Mars wants to act directly in an honest manner, wants to win, but Rahu uses some unusual, indirect, or rule breaking methods. Rahu doesn't have tummy. He wants more. Even after victory, he wants more. And Mars brings fire and action to the situation. Rahu behaves like smoke, magnifying that fire of Mars and making the direction less clear, even creating confusion at times. Here, the difference is the discipline. The manners of discipline here. Strong Mars can give Rahu some right direction to accomplish something great. But when Rahu controls Mars, the desire becomes stronger. There is more greed. Rahu in Dhanista can give some strong ambition, some new ideas, thoughts, crisis handling ability, and the courage to change an old system. But if the mind is not settled, the same energy can bring rivalry, sharp reactions, some risky decisions, and action before the full truth is known here. So, this transit is not asking us to stop our ambitions or desires or goals in life. It is asking us to give the right direction, channelize them. The stronger the desire to act, the more important it becomes to check our intentions, the purpose behind our action, the timing, and the consequences that it may create. On the positive side, Dhanista itself is considered a very auspicious nakshatra. Its deities are eight Vasus, the divine forces connected with nature, the light, the rays of sun, earth, water, wind, dawn, the moon, all the resources on the earth and the stability of them. This gives Dhanista a connection with prosperity, talent, position, fame, contribution towards the well being of everyone, and the ability to create something very valuable. Its symbols are a drum and flute. A drum can gather many people into one rhythm, and a flute can guide the mood in a very softer way. So, Dhanishta is connected with timing, sound, patterns, some good announcements, performances, creativity, influence, and the power to move people together. Dhanishta can give wealth for sure, but wealth is here not only the money. It can come as some skills, some new opportunities, supportive people, public recognition, or simply being at the right place at the right time. But if we only chase the status, power, fame, or wealth, The inner peace gets disturbed here. In Aquarius, this becomes a collective transit. It encourages proper system, well-being of everyone, network, and long-term collective change for sure. Technology, social media, networks, markets, public movements, some scientific ideas, large organizations, and some shared resources can be impacted the most with Rahu in Dhanishta Nakshatra. One trend, one message can influence many people here and can suddenly become everyone's direction. So go slow and check if the chosen direction is the right one, which includes the well being of everyone. See, Dhanishta is auspicious, so it can bring surely prosperity, some talent, visibility, and achievement. But the results mainly depend on Mars and its transit. As Rahu works by the sign it is in and the nakshatra lord. A strong, disciplined Mars can turn Rahu's ambition into some great achievement, but an afflicted Mars can increase more of conflict, war, haste, or some unnecessary risk, which can end up as a loss. Mars enters Gemini soon after Rahu enters Dhanishta Nakshatra on the same day and will also be debilitated in Cancer. It will cross Gandanta twice, it will be retrograded, and also enters Leo where we have Jupiter and Ketu. So the journey of Mars is not easy. When Mars is in Gemini, the conflict is more of mental. There can be too many ideas, thoughts, some sharp speech, media conflict, some arguments, and all scattered action. When Mars moves into Cancer, the conflict becomes now emotional. Mars is debilitated here. So, anger may be uh, emotionally defensive, suppressed, very personal, or connected with security, family, and also our belonging. Then, around 13th of November, Mars crosses Cancer Leo Gandanta and enters Leo, its friendly sign. This is close to the end of Rahu's Aquarius journey also. So it becomes very important turning point also. Something that was quietly building can suddenly ask for clarification, some answers. And when Mars enters Leo, there is a key conjunction of Mars, Jupiter, and Ketu here. Leo Mars certainly gains strength, and Jupiter can also provide wisdom, but it can also expand our confidence. It could be unnecessary when Rahu is in Dhanishta Nakshatra. And Ketu can make its action like detached or kind of uncompromising. This can bring a very brave correction also or some unnecessary decision. But pride, emotional pressure, or the feeling that only we are right can also make the same situation more difficult. So it is better not to decide only from one intense moment. Mars later becomes retrograde in Leo. It gets very slow in Leo, returns to Cancer, and also crosses Gandanta again. This is one long retrograde story of Mars. It shows that a matter beginning around November, that is 13th November, may need some review before the final answer comes. Secondly, the result of Rahu in Dhanishta will also change with its each Navamsha shift. Rahu will cross Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, and Leo Namaj. Scorpio Navamsha can be the start of any major transformation, some inner changes, and can give some new desires, some secrecy, some new strategy, and can make our emotional intensity stronger. Then in Libra Navamsha, expect some change in our relationships, some new business agreements. Our public image can change. There is certainly fairness and cooperation becomes very important. From here, Mars is moving slowly, so results may take time to settle. Also, Rahu enters Capricorn on 6th of December and moves into Virgo Navamsha, making things very practical and analytical in nature. Our work, our systems, our health routine, anything related to documents, details, the positions that we hold in our career, and the responsibility will need some correction. And then later, Leo Navamsha will bring some authority, some visibility, also some conflict, as Rahu and Sun will be combined here. And there is some leadership issues also. So basically, expect public pressure, some changing systems in a major way. There is some technology advancement, resources conflict, and weakness becomes very visible inside the powerful structures, big structures of the society. Do check the previous transits of Rahu in Dhanista also, and that is of 2008, 1989, and even 1970 to know the probable impact of this transit. History doesn't have to repeat in the same manner, but do check the pattern that you have experienced earlier times and change wherever it is necessary this time. Now, let us see the zodiac wise personal impact for all the signs and do check Capricorn, Aquarius, and both the Mars ruled signs, that is Aries and Scorpio, for the impact. Our emotional control may need some reworking in all these areas. This is the time to give some justice to the matter in front of us and do not take one emotional reaction as a final answer or take some lifelong decisions on that. Jupiter will provide us guidance, but we have to stay open enough to receive it also. Start with Aries. For Aries, your friends, your network, your any income goals, maybe elder siblings, and future plans can become very active with this transit. You may meet some useful people, take some leadership role, or find a new way to increase your reach in the society. But do not compare your progress with everyone else's or believe every promise too quickly here. This transit can also affect your love life, your children, your creativity, or your speculation activities. Do not gamble with money or even with your emotions here. Choose the right people, protect your reputation here, and let steady effort bring you gain. Taurus. For Taurus, your career, your reputation, your authority, and your long term direction can come into focus with Rahu in Dhanista. You may receive new visibility or feel ready to improve an old professional system. Still, there is no need to prove your ability through some sharp words or some stubborn decisions. Your home, family pressure may affect your work choices during some sensitive time. So, do check the facts, speak professionally, and respond steadily. This can move you towards a better position than anything else. Gemini. For Gemini, some higher learnings, short travels, legal matters, your teachers, your beliefs, and a bigger life direction can become very important. Your mind may be full of ideas, but too many opinions can create confusion also. Learn before deciding, especially in the matters connected with some documents, messages, or some travel related matters. Family or some money discussions may also become very emotional here, and use your mental energy for writing, some creating something new, maybe learning or planning well. One corrected idea can open a meaningful road ahead for you. Cancer. For Cancer, your finances, your loans, taxes, your trust issues, any hidden fears, and personal matters can become very intense with Rahu in Dhanista. Something avoided earlier may now need your honest handling. You can rebuild your trust, but doubt, harsh speech, or a sudden financial step can complicate the matter. So go slow. This time may feel personally very emotional. So do not carry every fear into one conversation and talk about it. Face one sensitive issue at a time. Clear the facts, and your gentle honesty can release an old burden. So do that. Leo. For Leo, your close relationships, marriage, your client, contracts, and your public dealings become very important with Rahu in Dhanista. You may find the courage to correct an unequal bond or speak more honestly now. But pride can make some temporary issue look final, and the pressure can become more personal here. But do not let one intense moment decide the future of a very valuable relationship or business client. Listen carefully, protect your health, and let calm confidence decide the results here. Virgo. For Virgo, your work, your health, your daily routine, your co workers, any debt related things, and competition can become very demanding with Rahu in Dhanista. This time can help you solve a difficult problem or improve an inefficient system also. By carrying too much may lead to overwork, some scattered duties, poor sleep, or some personal irritation also. So do not take responsibility of everyone and everything around. Simplify your schedule, keep documents very clear, and give your body proper rest. Order This type of order and discipline can protect both the progress and your peace of mind. Libra. For Libra, your love life, your children, education, your creativity, performance, and speculation activity can bring excitement in your life. You may feel very inspired to show your talent or return to something close to your heart. But do not chase the attention here, any emotional drama or a quick gain just because others are excited. Your desires, your friendships, any group activities, or income goal may also change. This is the time to keep your affection very honest and avoid any risky investment, and also give your creativity some disciplined direction. Scorpio. For Scorpio, your home, your family, anything related to property, vehicle, any motherly figures, and emotional peace can be deeply affected with Rahu in Dhanista. You may feel ready to rebuild your inner security, protect your family, or take an important professional step also. But some old anger or pain from home should not be carried into your work life. Career and authority pressure may peak if handled well. Do not act while emotions are raw or intense. First, create stability internally, and then take a brave step with clear mind. Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, your communication, siblings, some short travels, writing, media activity, and your daily decisions can become very active with Rahu in Dhanista. Your voice can become very strong now, and people may notice your ideas, your thoughts. But one careless message or one argument can spread more than expected. Be careful here. Travel, legal matters, your teachers, or any beliefs may also bring a strong response. Check all your documents, drive carefully, and do not speak only to win an argument. Let truth guide your efforts here. Capricorn. For Capricorn, your finances, savings, your family values, your food habits, speech, and self worth are strongly highlighted with Rahu in Dhanista. You can improve your earnings, correct a financial pattern, or build a stronger reserves here. But status driven spending, a risky loan, or some harsh family speech can weaken that progress also. Your finances, any trust issues, or a personal matter may concern you more here. It is best to read everything in agreements or before signing a document. Speak respectfully and choose real security over the outer appearance. Aquarius. For Aquarius, this transit is very personal. Rahu is right in your sign. Your identity, your confidence, your body language, appearance, your decisions, and the life direction can change completely by end of Rahu's transit in Aquarius. You may feel ready to reinvent yourself, but not everything old has to be rejected here. Your relationships and agreements can become your mirror to reflect on. So, observe closely everything. Everyone may not be ready to move at your speed. Slow down while taking major decisions of your life. Listen carefully and choose your future that feels true, not just impressive on outer side. Pisces. For Pisces, your expenses, your sleep patterns, your foreign links, any isolation related things, so your hidden fears, your spiritual life, and some unfinished matter can come into focus with Rahu in Dhanista. This can become quiet period of completion, some prayers, and inner discipline majorly. But avoidance, any overspending, overthinking, or rescuing everyone may slowly drain your strength and energy. Your work or your health pressure can rise for sure. So it's best to protect your sleep, create some simple boundaries, and let calm action turn this phase into a healing and positive one. That was all about the personal impact for all the signs. Overall, Rahu in Dhanista is asking us to review the rhythm we are following and the purpose of all our actions. It gives us courage, some new opportunity, and a new direction in life for sure. But it also demands to slow down when our emotions, pride, or the pressure becomes stronger than the clarity of our mind. Rahu in Dhanista can guide us from an old chapter into a wiser one through our faith, courage, maturity, and some disciplined steps. If we correct the past, remove the illusion, and choose the mature action, then this journey moves us from the restless ambition into a meaningful contribution for the well being of everyone. That's the message from Aquarius sign and the purpose of Rahu in Dhanista. That was all about Rahu in Dhanista. I hope this was helpful. Best wishes to everyone with this transit. Thank you for your time. Do share your experiences in the comments and stay tuned for the next transit update. Thank you.